Today we'll be working on how to make your own DIY horse treats. So we're going to get right into it, and the first thing we're going to want to get is one large carrot, and for me it's two slightly smaller carrots, and you got to cut these up into small pieces so you can so the horses can have it as bite-sized. Next, you're going to want to get a cutting board and your carrots. You're going to want to set your cutting board down with your carrots on it, like that. And then you're going to want to get a knife, but be very careful with this, and if you're young, have a parent help you with this part. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut your carrots into like little bite-sized pizzas for the horses. And then you just got to keep cutting all your carrots, and you can even cut it into even smaller pieces than this. If you have a big piece, cut it into like four split pieces, like this size. And then you're going to want to do that until all of your carrot is completely cut. Alright, once you finish cutting your carrots, you're going to want to put them in a big bowl like this. Once you get them in your big bowl, the next thing you're going to want to do is cut your apple. Yeah, it's kind of a big apple. But make sure when you're cutting an apple to always watch out for your fingers, because these things roll like crazy and it's kind of annoying. And just cut. So what you're going to want to do first, though, is you're going to want to get the stem off if it has a stem. And then you're going to want to try to cut your apple in half. I told you it's slippery. The apple. Just sliding. But now you're going to want to cut it into fourths. So once you cut it in half, cut it into your fourths. Like this. And then you're going to want to cut this apple like that. As you can see, like in a slice. So you're going to want to pretty much cut it in sixths. And then you're going to want to slice it into little strips, and then you're going to want to slice it again in half. Now, you're going to want to do that to all of your other apples, or the rest of your apple, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. And then you can move on to the next step. Once you finish cutting your apples, you're going to want to take your apples and put them in that big bowl with the carrots. This might be a little hard to get in there sometimes if your bowl's not incredibly big like mine is not. But you're also going to want to cut out the stem so they don't have to eat the stem. And then once you get all your apple and carrot into this bowl, then you're going to want to move on to the next step, which is you got to add the oil, oats, and molasses. Add your oil, oats, and molasses. And you're going to want to add 1 entire cup of molasses. Here's my cup. I will not read this. Okay, I got to find a cup. Never mind, I found one. So if you don't have a cup on hand, like I didn't for some reason, you're going to want to use 2 half cups of molasses. There. And once you get it in there, then you're going to want to take like a fork or spoon or something, and you're going to want to scrape out the molasses like this. And once you get all the molasses scraped out, it might take a second to get it out because it gets stuck in there like this. And once you get all the molasses out, then you're going to want to move on to your next thing that you're going to add in, which is you got to add in 2.5 cups of old-fashioned oats. Or as I'm just using these Quaker oats, you can use like their horse grain oats, like if you have oats that goes into their grain or something like that. So you're going to want to take, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to have a half cup, and I'm going to spill oats all over myself. That's nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, and I'm going to, since I can't really fit my scoop in there, I'm going to get a spoon, and I'm going to spoon it in there, like this. There we go. So once you get one of your half cups, then if you have a full cup, you can do like 2 full cups, where I'm going to do like 4 half cups. Like So here we go. So that's another half cup. Put it in there. Then I'm going to need another half cup to put in there. 2. And we're going to need a third half cup. And finally, once I get this one full, this will be our fourth half cup, or our second whole cup. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we need 2 tablespoons of oil. You can talk.
Next, you'll need 1 tablespoon of oil. 2 tablespoons of oil.
Next,
You're going to mix all of it together
until it's completely combined.
until it's completely combined.
Now, once you have it mixed into a paste that looks kind of like this, where it's like chocolate covered oats kind of, and you have all your apples and everything combined into that bowl. Next, you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to take it and pour it into this pan, or any pan. It doesn't really matter what pan that you use, just as long as it goes into a pan like this. So you're gonna want to put all your mushy stuff in there like this. Don't forget to scrape your bottom though to get all that stuff out, because it can get stuck down there. And just scrape the bowl to get all your stuff out and into this bowl, or into this pan. And once you get all that out, then you're going to want to like spread it out throughout the entire pan into like an even kind of flat, even, like, I have no idea how to say it, like a cake kind of, like an even cake. And if you're like me and have way too big of a pan, because I do, for some reason, you can make it a little bit smaller. If you're wondering what the pan size is, you're supposed to use a 9x13 baking pan. And once you get it all spread out, like I'll show you in a second when I get it all spread out, like, there we go. And now that it's all spread out, it's supposed to look something like this. And then, after that, you're going to want to put it in the oven. I'm going to do 10 minutes at a time for now, until I think it looks cooked, and I'll poke it until it's hard. You're supposed to cook it until it's hard, pretty much. So be careful while putting things in the oven. If you're young, you might want an adult to help you with this. And you're going to want to do this 10 to 20 minutes at a time in the oven.
Also, cook it at 350 degrees.
It's 400.
I thought it was 350.
No, it's 400. Cook it at 400 degrees at 10 minutes at a time. All right, now after 10 minutes, we're going to check it with a toothpick. So you're going to want to like poke it a little bit. If it seems like really soft still, which mine is really soft still right now, you're going to want to put it back in for 10 more minutes. And then we'll take it out again and test it after 10 minutes.
Okay, it's been in for another 10 minutes, and let's test it. It's not quite ready yet, so we'll put it in for another 10 minutes.
Another 10 minutes. Our first horse we're going to feed is Wayne. He's an old horse. He's about 23, 24, and he loves his treats. This is what... He actually really loves his treats, but I don't know how well I got it on here. So this is Wayne eating his yummy treats. See, he really likes it. Oh my. He kind of goes crazy for him. Look at him. Such a silly kid. And he actually really liked these, so he cleaned out his plate mostly, except for a little molasses crumbs that I think got stuck. Let's see if he just wants to lick it. Yep, there he goes. And see, they lick their plate for these treats. This is one of my favorite recipes to use for them. So the next horse we're going to feed is Greta. At 8. Get. And this is our next horse, Greta, that we're going to feed. Here, I got it, Maddie. Here, girl.
Are you a good boy, Eddie?
Oh, you're spilling it everywhere, honey. You like that?
Eddie, are you a good boy? Are you a good boy, Eddie? Good boy?
More? Eddie, want more? Now we're gonna feed Eddie. Here, Ed, you want food? Oh, his is hard now. Eddie, want more? Eddie really likes his treats, so this is probably one of his favorites.
Ask him, did you like it?
Eddie, did you like that? Eddie? No? Eddie? Did you like that? Did you like that? Okay, yeah, okay, bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.